Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is ZR versus the Matrix. And today we're asking a very important question. Do you believe in magic? Alright, enough of that. Anyways, guys, important episode today. Do you believe in magic? Well, it depends. Are you awake? How tapped in are you? Today, we're going to be talking about magic. And we're going to be talking about the most obvious form of magic. You saw we had that little Harry Potter intro. So, Harry Potter, I'm sure you've seen it or read it. What do? Wingardium Leviosa. How do they cast the spells? We're about to get there, but through speaking. They speak the spell. Avada Kedavra! Right? And they cast it. You know, this is just fucking waving your little stick. This is just waving your wand. You know? The thing in Harry Potter is the words, right? The words, the vibrations. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. The true form of magic. You know, Hollywood and these stories and stuff, they come from real life. And we're talking about the real life version of it today, magic. So, I got some notes here. First time that we've ever had notes on ZR vs. the Matrix. You can tell this is an important episode. Let's just get right into it. So words are magic. The English dictionary, the English language specifically, is very, very magic, and it's basically designed to fuck you over. It's designed to fuck me over, fuck you over. That's just where we're at. You can't fight it. I only speak English, so you probably only speak English too. So since we've been born, we've basically just been getting fucked by the Matrix. But that's okay, because that's why we have ZR vs. the Matrix. You know, there's no story. If there's no bad guy, there's no story, right? If there's no good guy, there's no story. So right now we're kind of playing the good guy against the bad guy, but there's no real, I mean, it's kind of just like it's like the Wizard of Oz, you know? It's like there's this whole big perceived bad guy, and then you open the closet or whatever, and it's just this like 100-year-old fucking short inbred pedophile who's just like drinking baby blood to like fucking stay alive. Like he's a loser. And that's the big bad top of the Matrix. Or maybe I'm crazy, you know, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe ZR was wrong about everything, you know. There's only one way to find out. Stick around for the rest of the video. So, enough yapping. We've established words are the spells. Words, and more specifically vibrations, because words aren't really anything except for vibrations that go in your ears and you understand. There's a good one, understand. We can get into that. Let's just get right into it. Understand, because I said it. What does it mean? If I say, you must do this. Do you understand? And you say yes. That means you are standing under me. I have authority over you. You understand. You're standing under me. I have authority over you. That's just one. I didn't even have that one written down, but they're everywhere. They're genuinely everywhere in the English dictionary because that's how the language was made. But let's just get right into it. So, I know I've said that like 4 times, but when you are learning words, when you're learning the dictionary, what do you learn? You learn how to spell. Oh, that's interesting. You're spelling. Yeah, class. We're going to do the spelling bee today. We're going to learn how to spell. So, what are you doing? You're learning how to cast spells. Okay, you're spelling. What about if you want to spell? You're doing spells, but you want to do it all fancy. You want to do it, and you don't want to take your pen off the paper. What's that called, class? It's called cursive. Come on, guys. This is. We're going to get deeper than this, but this is. You got to understand. You got to overstand this to get on to the later parts of the video. But when you're learning to spell, you're learning how to cast spells. Okay? When you do cursive, you're putting a curse. This is baseline stuff, all right? And these all come, we can all, you know, I don't know the history too well, but if you want to do your own independent research, you can look back on the history, why this all happened. Basically, the English language was made to, like, make everything a corporation. Like, even when you're born, this is just a weird one, but when you're born, you go through your mother's birth canal to the doctor, to the dock. And it's all about like ships, like fucking maritime ship laws and shit, where like you dock at the whatever. That's just a random example. But basically, English was made as like a whole. It's like a business form of speaking, where the speaker is unintentionally constantly putting curses on themselves. So, ergo, spelling is when you're learning the right words, you're spelling. When you're doing it in cursive, you're cursing yourself. You're cursing something. You know, making a curse. What about grammar? So grammar is, you know, if you have proper grammar, you're good at speaking. You're good with words. where does grammar come from? I don't know how to pronounce the word, but it's something like grimoire is what it derives from. Grimoire, grammar. And what is grimoire? I think is a Latin word or something. But grimoire was a book of spells. This is what it was. You can look it up. Grimoire is like a book of spells in Old English, right? So if you have a book of spells, words or spells. You have a book of spells. It's your grimoire. Okay, now flash forward, your grammar. That's your book of spells. Okay. What else do we have? Okay, this is a good one. This will be easy for people to understand. So what happens? You go to sleep at night. You might drift off, have some good dreams. Then what happens? Stay with me now, guys. I'm about to cook. You wake up. Okay, that's the first thing. You realize, oh, I am awake. I'm waking. I've woken up, right? What is awake? Class? Awake. Somebody dies, you go to a wake. Yeah, we're going to my grandfather's wake. Okay, I'm awake. That's the first thing you think. Right when you wake up, the Matrix is already fucking you. The first thing you say I'm awake. I just woke up. Okay? Now you're celebrating death, basically. You're at a event for death, and you could say, here, we'll keep going. So let's say you wake up to an alarm. What's an alarm? It comes from like old military shit, but basically what it meant is all arms or 2 arms. So what that means is get ready for battle. That's what it used to mean. Alarm, when you derive it down or whatever, it's like all arms. When it's like a general calling out, all arms, get ready for battle. We're going to war. So you wake to an alarm. So boom, you were just blissful in a state of dreaming. Now you're wake to the alarm and you're fucking fight or flight. Bang, off the rip. You've only been up for 30 seconds. What's next? Oh, you go out, you get some coffee. Good morning. Stay with me now, guys. You say good morning to the pretty lady at the coffee shop. What is a mourning? You're mourning someone. You're mourning death. So you when you wake, it's a gathering of the deceased. Same thing with a mourning. It's the exact same thing. What else do I have on here? I mean, we could talk about this. Different stuff. I've just written down. There's so many of them. So I would encourage you guys to go look for more. They're fucking everywhere. But mortgage. Everybody wants a mortgage. Okay. There's two things here. The morgue. What's a morgue? A morgue is where you go to die. So it's death. It represents death. The gidge, the second half of that word, is a grip. That's what it comes from. It's like a grip. So a mortgage is a death grip on your life. You basically, you don't own where you live. You don't own your land. You don't own your house. You're not secure. If you don't pay that death grip, you're fucked. So that's a big one in the Matrix. Everybody has a mortgage in the Matrix. So everybody has a death grip under the corporation. We can talk about another one. Corporation. What's the corp? The corpse. The dead. The corporation is the dead. Whatever. It's without a body. Anyways. Okay. Talk about dead. Deadline. Oh, I got to turn this project in by 12. It has a 12 a.m. deadline. A deadline. It's in the fucking name. Dead. You're dead. Yeah. Anyways, currency. Let's talk about. I'm just reading off my notes here. Currency. We can talk about currency. So money is a currency. Where what happens with money? It's a currency like it flows, like water, like a current, right? Like it goes through the banks, like water. The current. It goes through branches of the banks, like a current, like water. Stay with me now. What else about currency? Attention. What do you do with attention? You pay attention. Because attention is your most valuable currency. You pay attention. Right now, you might be paying attention to ZR versus the Matrix. You certainly should be. You pay attention. What about time? Notice that's the only thing we use, these words that mean to spend, basically. You spend your time and you pay attention. That's the only other thing that we use it with other than fiat money currency, right? You don't fucking, I don't have a good example, but I hope you know what I mean. You're spending time on the Matrix, on the fucking doom scroll. I do it too. Everybody does it. But you're spending your time and you're paying your attention. Those are the two most valuable things. Okay. What are you? We can get deep into that later, but you would probably say you're a person because we've been fucking brainwashed and we think you're a person. Where does person come from? Where does this word come from? It comes from, I think, Greek or Latin, one of these things. And it's the persona. It's the mask. The persona is the mask. So old plays and like old like when old Greek guys would go to the theater, the people that they would watch would be wearing the mask, the persona. What this really means is that we've talked about this ad nauseum before on ZR versus the Matrix, but we are all the same thing. It's all the I am consciousness, the I am, the unconditioned consciousness playing these masks. I am, okay, now I am playing this persona, this person, bang. Now all you think is you're the person. You're so fucking lost in the Matrix sauce that most people, most people won't even fucking get this shit, but whatever. Okay, here's another one. If you're on the fucking Matrix, I like this one. I just fucking thought of this one. I was doing a little research before this, but you go on the Matrix and you're scrolling on your Instagram reels like I often do, and I'm amused, right? If you think about that, I'm amused. What does amused mean? Okay, the prefix a. It's like if you're atypical, you're not typical. Okay, if you're fucking asexual, you're not sexual. So a is the not. Okay, when you put that at the beginning of a word. Muse, what does that mean? Muse is a gorgeous lady or some divine goddess or something. That's your muse. So when you're amused, you're without a muse. So you're scrolling on the fucking Matrix on your Instagram reels, you're amused. You have no muse. You're just fucking at the mercy of the algorithm fucking AI bot that fucking hates you, by the way. The Matrix hates you. If that's not clear at this point, the Matrix fucking hates you guys. The last one I have on here is the most probably important one, the I am. So this whole series is about the I am. Life is about the I am. I am is God's name. You could read it in the Bible. You could go through any esoteric route. You could go through Hinduism, anything. They all agree on the same thing. I am is the name of God. Why? Because I am is the awareness of being conscious. That's all it is. It's the unconditioned consciousness. So before you say, I am a person, or I am Zane, or I am Tabernacle Jones, you say, I am. So that's what God is. So when you say, I am anxious, or I am broke, or I am fucking, I don't know, crazy, or I am stupid, or whatever the hell that the Matrix has convinced you to think you are, you say that, the name of God, I am, the name of you, really, you say that, and you are fucking pairing it with a curse. So, the point of this episode, I don't fucking know. We're 12 minutes in. I think that's good. I honestly think that's good. Maybe I'll record another episode. I'm kind of feeling good right now, so maybe I'll upload this one and drop another episode right after this, guys. Stay fly, boys. Peace out. Fuck the Matrix.